The Hydra is back and they are planning to release deadly viruses across 8 states, which would kill millions of people within 48 hours. Meanwhile, Spider-Man tracks down one Hydra agent and he breaks into his apartment and finds a Hydra outfit, so he dresses up as a Hydra agent and calls Tony about this matter. And after that, Peter finds a secret passageway leading underground, disguised as a Hydra agent. Peter tries to learn the informations by listening their conversations, and he discovers Hydra's plan to launch a missile loaded with deadly viruses to poison the water supply of 8 states. But then, Spidey hears an argument as one Hydra agent gets into a fight, as that agent's family are in Hydra's radar and they are going to kill them by that missile. He begs them to save his family, but the other agents reject that as there is not enough evacuation room left to save his loved ones. And as they try to shoot at him, Spidey rescues him and forces the man to find an exit. But as they proceed to leave the Hydra base, Spidey gets cornered by the Hydra Avengers, and there is no way he can escape them without fighting. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 523 of The Amazing Spider-Man. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in the Hydra base, where Spidey finds himself face to face with Hydra doppelgangers of Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye and Thor. So by the fake Iron Man's command, the doppelgangers charge at Spider-Man and trying every possible way to finish him off. But Spidey gets the advantage in this fight. Number 1, they are in a small room, which limit their movements. Number 2, these guys only look out for themselves. They are not used to working as a team. And number 3, they are just the carbon copies of the Avengers. They are not even real, but Spider-Man is. So Spidey begins mocking them throughout the fight for their stupidity. But during the fight, the fake Thor finally hits Spider-Man with his hammer. So Peter quickly waves up both of his arms and blocks Thor to use his hammer. But this drives him mad and he slams his hammer into the ground. That electrifies all of his teammates and fries every circuit of the fake Iron Man suit. However, they catch Spider-Man and surround him from all the sides. But that doesn't bother him as he hears the gunfire sounds outside this room as the Hydra agents are firing at something or someone. And before the fake Avengers can realize anything, the wall behind them is blown out and it shows Iron Man, Captain America, Luke Cage and Spider-Woman, and the real Avengers charge at them to take down their fake doppelgangers. But while the heroes are busy fighting, Spidey gets stopped by that Hydra agent and he informs him they have to hurry as he fears the second Spider-Man showed up, they activated the missiles which is being prepared to fire in under 5 minutes that will destroy millions of lives. Spidey quickly gets the location of that launch pad and Iron Man gives him a lift to help him reach in the target location. On their way, Iron Man tells Peter he can blow out the missile on the ground, but Peter rejects the idea as the missile contains tons of anthrax and plague virus, as the Hydra's mission is to poison the water supply of 8 states, and if they blow it up, then the toxins inside the missile will wipe out everyone. So Peter decides to disable it on the ground, so he tells Tony to cover him while he stops the missile. Spidey finally locates the missile and he works to override the missile's control. Right at the time, the security override is initiated, but it's not done by Spider-Man, it's the Hydra's leader. He initiates the launch sequence of the missile and it begins to take off to kill millions of people. So with no other options left, Peter attaches himself with the missile and starts to pull him up, and Steve watches the whole scene and remembers his worst nightmare, what his best friend Bucky did prior to his death. And right at the time, a secret passage opens up at a construction site and the missile flies through it and enters into the atmosphere. Iron Man tries to follow it, but he is unable to continue the pursuit as the whole construction site begins to collapse and it endangers innocent lives. So Tony stops there and starts saving them. On the other side, the missile enters into the upper atmosphere. The oxygen level starts to become low and Peter tries his best to find the GPS locator of the missile. So he punches through it and trying to change its direction towards the open water. But the situation gets worse as the air is getting colder and thinner, makes it difficult to breathe. Peter starts to black out, but he manages to change the direction of the missile towards the ocean. And just before Peter passes out, he remembers his loved ones, MJ and Aunt May, and he lets himself go from the missile. The missile explodes and it sends Peter's body flying into the air. Peter accepts his fate, but before he could hit the ocean at terminal velocity, he is rescued by Iron Man and he rushes to bring Peter back to headquarters. 2 days later, Peter wakes up and he is surprised that he is not dead. Tony informs him his body was infected by the toxins, but Tony managed to remove it with the antitoxins, and he also tells Peter after the missile launched into the air, the fake Avengers escaped the fight, and as the evacuation started, a series of explosions took down the Hydra base and the Avengers managed to rescue all the survivors. And then Peter gets a joyful reunion with his wife MJ and his Aunt May, and then he notices that Aunt May and Jarvis, Tony's butler, are holding hands, and it surprises Peter. And with that, the chapter 523 of The Amazing Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share them on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.